right, you're riding live with Bobby Allen. Take a little bit of time to build this up.
I'm done, I'm pissed, and I'm not putting up with it anymore.
A little something Alex Jones sent me.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian.
This is going to be a pretty serious deal here, folks. We're going to be talking about the fake quakes and the child pedophilia.
Need to know about these people. I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks.
Myra, good to see you. Lisa, good to see you. Whale, good to see you. Andy Perkins in the house. Narrow's Eyes in the house.
I have them on video.
Meow's in the house. Meemaw.
Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in that same room with that creepy weirdo woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how
How's everybody doing? Anybody from California out there?
I told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are
Yes, sir, heroes.
coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're 6 F's and a crack. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions are pouring in, people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife. We're gonna stab her with a bunch of knives.
All right, folks. It's good to have you out there, those of you that are here. Those of you that aren't here, that's okay. Hello, Will. If you're not here, that's okay. That was a little introduction. That was the I Love My Somalia from the Alex Jones show. That girl's got a great voice. What I wanted to tell you about, about a year ago this time, I told you what all the fires were about in California. I was right there on it. And I told you that the Paradise Fires were to burn out the alien race, the Arturians that were living underneath the ground. They could come out, but they're in Paradise, California. David Wilcox came out with the same story 12 hours later and has over 300,000 views for it. Now, I'm going to tell you what, that doesn't piss me off. I don't care. Because I know when I was on the scene, I was on it first. And I was the first one to say that those missiles that went off, those earthquakes in California were fake. And now when you talk to people that know what's going on, excuse me for y'all, the mic's too loud. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit fired up today. All right, I got to see the cardiologist this afternoon, so if I don't blow it up now, I might as well blow it up later. But the fires in Ventura County, California, that were burned all along the edge of J. Paul Getty's land, the J. Paul Getty, the Getty Library, all of that was to destroy the underground tunnels for the pedophiles that run underground all over the place. Do you know that China Lake Base is the big shipping point from the West Coast and receiving point of children? Because that base actually has inlets. Like the Coastal Waterway, it has a waterway. Hello, Pauline. Hello, Jamie. It has a waterway that comes in from the Pacific Ocean, goes all the way under, and goes all the way in, and they pop up in China Lake. There's huge underground bases in China Lake. And that's what they were doing. When you put the timing together with Epstein's arrest again, and all these explosions and all that shit that was going on out there in California, it is, on the earthquake, on a seismic graph, it has a signature of a blast. not a signature of an earthquake. Those little other boop, 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 boop. You know, those places, I've never been in one, but I know some people that have. And they just have compartments after compartments after compartments underground. That place is 23 stories below the ground at China Lake. 23 stories below the ground in China Lake. Rex Bear from the Leak Project, give him a shout out. If you're not a member of the Leak Project, I suggest you subscribe. If you're a member of the Leak Project and you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the Bobby Allen Truth Factory, because you get it here live, raw, and uncut. I don't pull any bullshit. I don't have a teleprompter in front of me. I've been working with the telescope. I've got that about under control. I've got everything set up where I need to set up to really do it right. I just need to really know how to edit some film and put on one of them fancy beginnings and put on one of those fancy ends. You know, I just do it best I can by myself. I've been flying solo since the start. Yeah, I got some help from some people along the way. I got a research person out there that you can count on about half the time over on the East Coast. Depends on what kind of mood she's in and what kind of information I can get out of her. But everything that I've got here, I knew I could feel it from the bottom of my heart. And I knew it was right. And Trump is doing what he said he was going to do, little by little by little. And they're going to put Epstein's nuts in a vice. And he's going to start singing. I don't know what he's going to be singing, but I bet you he's going to be singing something. Because all of the deep state, they all were on those planes at Oneida Island, which, by the way, in case you don't know, he's burnt his entire island down to destroy all the evidence. He tried to burn a home down in New York, $77,000 mansion, but they put that out before he could get it built. Get it burned up. So that's what's going on in the world, folks. They're taking out the pedophiles one at a time, and groups of them. You know, who gives a shit? The last thing a pedophile should see is a shotgun to their face. So I just want to let you know, I've been right all along. You know, I'm not far from it. I got good sources, and I got real good intuition. So what I want you to do is to like the video, to share it to everybody. And then if you're not a member of the Bobby Allen Truth Factory, subscribe to the Bobby Allen Truth Factory today. Don't wait. Do it today on YouTube. Go get a friend to also subscribe. Somebody that you're like-minded with. Say, hey, do me a favor. Subscribe to this dude. I hope to have some T-shirts out by the end of the summer. I mean, I've got a design going, and someone said, oh, no, I don't like the way that looks. Well, you know, I don't care what it looks like. If I like it, that's what I'm putting out. Hello, Danny Figueroa. Arkansas's in the house. Lexiana. Jennifer. I mean, this is crazy, people. Trump's going to start laying these people away one person at a time. You're going to see people just vanish and walk away. How about Hillary over there in Ireland at the orphanage? Did you hear this one? She's over there in the orphanage that she supports, and up on the hill is an old castle. Well, she's holding a 4-year-old orphan in front of the red door, and the kid had the little red shoes on, like Dorothy had, the little red shoes. That's a sign of pedophilia. So she's over there blatantly sticking it in people's face in Ireland. And she's getting ready to take a kid and give probably child sacrifice. That's what they do, people. They drink the blood of the youngest body they can find. It gives them a buzz. It's like DMT to them. They take the androcomin or whatever you call it, drain it right out of the back of the neck, the adrenaline, but it's got androcomin or whatever it's called. They drain that from the back of the neck. They drink that. And it gives them a buzz. They all think it's going to make them live longer. It probably does. You know, there's a lot of truth out there that we don't know. Everything we've been taught is an entire lie. It's an entire lie. Pedophilia has been part of this civilization since it started. Adrenochrome, yeah. Adrenochrome. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hell, I don't give a shit. Doing the best I can. I know I can spell it. All right. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Lisa. So there you go. There's the correct terminology for you. So I just want to let you know, those quakes were bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Just like the quake in Haiti was man-made by the deep state. And the Hurricane Katrina was man-made. Fukushima, was a man-made disaster to send a message to the Emperor of Japan back in those days in 2011. So don't believe what you read, what the newscasts say. The crisis actors in China Lake, oh, my trailer was rocking and rolling. I find it quite interesting that there's no major damage over there, but the base is shut down to non-essential personnel. You know why that is? They got a lot of shit they're trying to hide and clean up. And I'm sure the white hats are on the same end of it. They got a lot of evidence they're trying to find. So you've been riding live with Bobby Allen. Share this on YouTube. This was done by my First Amendment right. I did it for entertainment purposes only. I don't mean to harass, bully, or intimidate anybody. And I certainly don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm also protected by the Journalist Act. We are citizen journalists. We are the people exposing the truth. CNN, NBC, even Fox News is full of shit. How many more times can Sean Hannity say, I've got a breaking story coming? He's run out of breaking stories. If they don't lock somebody up and shoot them in a firing squad, none of the other matters. It's all bullshit. These people should be lined up and killed on the street, the firing squad, for the whole world to see. Just like they hung Saddam Hussein, just like they did it to Gaddafi, they should do it to Clinton. I won't say anything else. I'm not going to mention any more names, all right? That's going to get me jammed up, and I certainly don't need a copyright strike. So you're riding live with Bobby Allen. Peace.